I am going to share 5 strategies with you on how you could do a time audit that's very effective and that's going to help you save time. This is Efficiency and Organization, the channel where we talk all about being organized, being well planned, having good systems in place to be able to accomplish a lot in your personal life, in your business, whether you're a student or just at work. So let's talk about time audits and why this is something so important to do. If you have ever said to yourself, where did my time go? I don't have time for anything. Well, it could be that the 24 hours that you have and all the finite minutes within those hours that you have each day, that you're not necessarily using them effectively. So let's talk about how you spend your time that when you're awake. The best thing you can do is first examine where the minutes are going, where the seconds are going. To examine where the time is going, to then put strategies in place to fix it. This is where the time audit comes into play. It's like going to the doctor. Something's wrong, you go to the doctor, the medical doctor, and then they diagnose, and then they give you some strategies, or they give you medications, or whatever it may be, right? The remedies. It's the same thing with figuring out where your time is going and what you're going to do to fix it. So a time audit is super easy to do. It's just you have to commit to it for like a week, even better 2 weeks. But this is essentially the idea. You take the 24 hours that you have for, I would say, 7 days minimum. Then you write down what you do, okay? So every 15 minutes, you track what you do. If you want something like a document that's already been created for you, it's on Efficiency and Organization. I will share the link. And honestly, all it is, it's so easy. It's just like 24 hours broken into 15-minute increments. Even better would be if you could break it into 10-minute or 5-minute increments, but that's super time consuming. So just break it into 15-minute increments. So for every 15 minutes, write down what you did. You could set an alarm that goes off, and then that way it reminds you, okay, wait, what did I spend the last 15 minutes doing? So you do that for 7 days, or better yet, up to 14 days. The weekdays are different and the weekends are different. Then what you do is put things in categories. You put all the things you did into categories. So grooming is a category, for example. Making the bed is a category. Cleaning the house is a category. At work, be specific. Don't just say work. Be specific with what you do, because that too, maybe you're like wasting a lot of time at work. That's why you're always kind of behind. Okay, so let's track what you do, where your minutes go, because that might help you to make changes. So after you write down for each category that you spend time on, figure out where you can make cuts. Like for me, I'll give you some examples now. One of the things I was doing was spending 25 minutes in the morning getting my hair ready, getting my makeup done and stuff. Then I realized, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm wasting this much time. So then I had to make just a conscious effort to cut the time. So I took my cell phone and then I would put it for 15 minutes. So just saving 10 minutes a day times 7 days a week, that's an hour of saved time that I could be doing something else. It's just such an effective thing to do when you are auditing your time to figure out where it's going and how to use it more effectively. So that was another thing that I changed as a result of doing a time audit. I learned that at work, I was spending a little too much time socializing. And that, because of that, like, you know how like people come and then you get into the small talk and stuff. Well, because of that, I was having to stay late because my work was behind. So guess what that meant? That meant instead of leaving 4:30, I had to leave 5:15, 5:30 every day because I'm playing catch up. And so I had to change that. I had to be very careful and conscious every time I started having conversations with people to make sure I'm staying on top of things. The other thing that I realized was email notifications, like just notifications, like the phone boop, beep, it goes off, text message comes, or that email thing goes on. So a lot of the notifications were taking my attention elsewhere. And so I was distracted too much. And then next thing you know, I'm spending time doing this instead of focusing on the work at hand. So that was also something I had to reflect and change about myself. So basically those are examples, and I hope you like the idea of doing a time audit. Give it a try, and please make sure that you come to the video after you try it and you say what change you are going to make. Come back and write down what change you are going to make as a result of your findings. I will catch you in the next video.